Hello, friends. I recently read An Irish Bookshop Murder by Lucy Connelly, and I give this book a 3 out of 5. And here's why. So, I am Camille Claiborne, your favorite book club moderator. So, recently I read An Irish Bookshop Murder. I read this book in honor of St. Patrick's Day, and this book is listed as a cozy mystery novel. So, two American sisters are transplanted to Ireland, and almost immediately after their arrival, a murder happens. This book is a classic who done it kind of mystery novel. I really did like this book. If you ever read mystery novels, you know that sometimes they can um, be slow, especially in the beginning, and then they pick up a lot of steam towards the end when they're getting ready to solve the crime or the murder, right? But what I liked about this book is it did not have any slow moments. It really kept on pace. She had interesting cast, an interesting group of characters. She also gave you great background stories. I mean, the subplots with this was awesome. And I honestly, she transported you to Ireland. I remember going to like a motivational speech or something. They were speaking to kids about the importance of reading, and part of this speech was, you might not ever get to travel, right? But through a book, you can be transported to all these amazing places. Okay, and I said it to say that when I read this book, I was transported to Ireland. Reading this book, I wanted to go to Ireland. Honestly, it was really that good. So she did an amazing job with the description of the atmosphere. I found myself googling Irish thing like Ireland after reading this book. It was really good. And so I guess part of the reason I give it a 3 though is there was almost a romance, but it did not materialize. So the main character, Mercy, begins to like have a flirtatious relationship with the detective, Detective Kieran. And let me just tell you that my college crush was a guy named Kieran. So I was here for this romance, but it does not materialize. And I did not like that. I even looked at the second book and found that it still doesn't materialize. So that's sort of why I lean towards giving this a 3 out of 5, because she could have went somewhere with the romance. I mean, they were flirting, and I was like, oh, this is going to be something, a mystery novel with a little bit of romance, but it never materializes. Why I also gave this book a 3 was because of the ending. So I will not put out any spoilers except to say that the ending of the book is a surprise. It's not who you think it is. It's almost an unexpected person. And you're like, oh, it was that person. And that was part of why I gave it a 3, because she gives you like amazing background about these sisters, right? I mean, one sister has a stalker back in New York. They also had this estranged father. So I was waiting for like the murderer to be one of those characters, right? And it is not. Um, Also, they are relocated to this small town in Ireland. That seems very family based, right? Like how most towns are, right? Most people are related or connected. There's small degrees of separation in this small town. Like somebody was married to somebody, like it's. So I was saying that I felt like they should have reconnected with some kind of distant relative, and that did not happen. So I was also thinking like maybe that was who the murderer was, but they never even reconnected with any of their family. And I feel like that's not realistic. The grandfather's from this Irish town, the dad lived there. They would have had like a distant aunt, cousin, somebody, especially in this small of an area. So I was a little disappointed that none of their familiar stuff was visited enough in this story. So yeah, that's sort of why I gave it the 3 out of 5. But overall, I did like this book. So if you have the time, you should check out An Irish Bookshop Murder by Lucy Connelly. Happy reading, friends.